That is how he included Hyderabad for his visit. Then I requested.
2001, sir.
That is our fault.
I didn't need these back then.
Yeah, at the time we visited the village in Mahapranagar also, where your DFID finance. That is very interesting. Then he told me, then I thought I want to have a one-to-one meeting. The embassy told me it is not possible. Then I said, okay. Then he sent a word to me, I want to have one-to-one meeting. Then I asked him, I never invited you, how you are able to come here, or any inspiration, this one. Then he told me, I have seen so many articles on Wall Street magazine, so many New York Times like that. Then I thought I want to visit this place. That is how he came. Whatever I want to inform all of you, world is very small village, global village. If you do something good, naturally it will be attracted. During this tenure, I have seen very, very powerful communicator and also excellent performer. All over the world, people used to watch him, what he is doing, what is the next move like that. Great leader of the global community. I am very happy today, Tony Blair Institute for Global Change is working. Always, if you reach one stage, you will think how to leave good legacy. That is what exactly he is doing. I really appreciate all his efforts. Recently we met in Singapore. I had a very good interaction. I invited him at that time. Our Minister Information Technology met him in Dubai. After that, this man is responsible Hussein is responsible of getting respected Tony Blair here. We won't disappoint you, sir. We will give you something from here and also we will learn something from you. I will be very happy for that. Well, I want to introduce the subject first. Sir, you know, you visited Hyderabad. I was responsible for creating one of the best knowledge city in Hyderabad. I had a vision. At that time I thought we want to go for knowledge economy. For knowledge economy, at that time information technology was the very, very exact idea of knowledge economy. Then I started so many brainstorming sessions. Then I constructed first building high-tech city. Then I went up to America to attract all IT companies. Then I met with very great difficulty Bill Gates and finally became good friend of mine. First time outside Seattle, he started his office in Hyderabad. That is how we turned Hyderabad into a knowledge economy. If you see beauty of Hyderabad today, one of the best ecosystem, nowhere in the country, 165 kilometers outer ring road with 8 lanes, I considered at that time, 4+ floor, with service roads. And also Greenfield Airport we considered at that time, one of the best Greenfield airport, first of its kind in India. And also Cyberabad city, it is totally knowledge economy. I brought all companies all over the world. Now things are happening in Hyderabad. But in politics, you and me are aware, sometimes some unknown things also will come. That is how 2004, state is bifurcated 2014 into 2 states. I hailed from this place. So I came here now as Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Name is same, but Telangana was able to separate from Andhra Pradesh state with capital Hyderabad. Sir, after coming here, we had so many disadvantages. We don't have office, no capital, no buildings, no industry, known industry, and also we don't have education institutions, all these things. So we started fresh. Then we prepared vision document. By taking clue, we are having nearly 1,000 kilometers sea coast. That is the starting point. And also we are very strong in knowledge economy. So both things, how to make it, I started working. This is where, sir, I have given vision document first time. Again, at that time for Hyderabad, combined Andhra Pradesh, I have given vision 2020. We started in 1995-96. Now I have given vision 2050. 3 phases. 2022, we wanted to be one among top 3 in the country. 2029, we want to be best destination India with happiness as an index. And 2050, global destination, preferred destination. That is how we are measuring. You name anything, everything we are working now. Global benchmarking, everything. So for this, as on today in government, everything if you can go through, it is only standalone systems. Silo approach. So I want to bridge all these things because of that 7 missions. We are bringing all departments together like-minded, either primary sector, agriculture and water resources, even urbanization, even human resources, service sector, industry like that. To have this type of grid approach, 5 grids. One is power, gas, road, water, fiber. So I wanted to have focus on grids. If we see, sir, now on power, we are able to connect every home. On gas, we are able to give gas for every home. Now I am going piped gas, every home, PNG, that also we are working, in a big way. Road grid, either in a village cement road, connecting to main road, depending on traffic, single lane, double lane, 4 lane, or 6 lane or 8 lane we are constructing. And also on water, I want to give quality water every home. Within 1.5 to 2 years time, I can give every home with measurable quality from control room or from central, from RTG. Fiber grids are this one of the most interesting time. To have fiber grid every home, it is costing around $1 billion US. So it is very costly. So I decided existing electrical poles I used. I have run one wire. It is costing me only 300 crores or 350 crores. 1/10 of that money. Now it is serving my purpose to start with. And also with Government of India, everything we are working. Every home I am connecting 15 Mbps by giving all channels, 200 channels, and also all content, you name any content I can give at the rate of 149 rupees per month. It is very cheap. Nowhere in the world $2 if you pay 3 telephones, 15 Mbps I can connect. This is the biggest exercise we are doing. And sir, here if you see, one is AP Fiber, I told you. E-Pragati, one project we are conceiving. My advisor, Mr. Satyanarayana, is working on that. Everything will be real time, government to government, government to citizen. Everything we are integrating now. We are working on that. We are using here, one is very interestingly, Aadhaar. Aadhaar is a authentication with fingerprint or iris or facial. So many ways we are getting. That is purely, even Supreme Court has held, some of the areas we can use it. Now in Andhra Pradesh we are using so many areas on authentication. Now we are going for Budhar. That is another every land parcel. I want to have a geo reference. And also with geo reference, I will mark everything. We will give unique number just like Aadhaar. For human being, Aadhaar is a unique number. For land parcel, we are giving Budhar as a unique number. For a human being, biometric is the reference, authentication. For land, geo reference is the authentication. Anybody want to transfer land, geo reference plus biometric. It is a foolproof system. Nobody can tamper. That is the system we are reaching. And also we are going so many ways how to integrate departments, everything we are working. It is at advanced stage. Real-time governance, sir, if you see here, I can sit here, we can monitor everything. For this, there is annex also. One is conference room, control room, and also strategy room. Even RTG, we are having district level centers. So many things we are working. We are integrating everything. From here, I can monitor, I can do everything. Even districts, any command, everything. How we are doing, you will have an idea, sir. This is where, sir, golden data. Babu, can you explain? He will explain everything, sir, then now.
Sir, as sir has explained to you, Aadhaar is a unique identity, sir. But we gave another dimension to it. We actually, integrated the family members into a common virtual ID called as household ID. And it was done in a 7-month exercise with around 40,000 enumerators going from house to house to around 14 million households. So we went with a tablet with the preloaded information and with the biometric authentication sensor. And then went to their household. With the head of the family we started, till the last person in the family was enumerated. And then we gave the smart pulse survey, Praja Sadigar survey, and we created the families in our database. So if you see there, sir, this is I am running the perspectives here while I am making the presentation on the in front of you. So you can see, sir, around 44 million people have been surveyed as I am speaking to you, and around 14 million families. And today, sir, you can see around 10,495 people have updated the data. That means, sir, this is not a one-time census. In India, normally we do census once in 10 years, but in Andhra we do it on every day. Right. Any deaths happen, any births happen, gets auto updated. And you can have, you can see the family member details there. Sir. Almost 123 variables of a socio-economic profile is available. And with this strong database, we are launching huge mega schemes. The latest one is an unemployment allowance, where we are coupled with skill development and training, etc. In no time, sir, we could bring out 1 million beneficiaries out of that. And in 10 days' time, all of them got enrolled. We have also covered another 21 million people on a social security scheme which was designed by Honorable CM, sir, giving around 500,000 rupees for an accidental death and 200,000 rupees for normal death. Now bringing in 21 million people in 1 month's time and giving them a policy number automated way. You can see that without this database, how we could have done. So this data is our strong point. We call it as the people's hub now. And we have around 22 million men and around 22 million women in this people's hub. So what we are doing is this gets updated. I mean, across all the schemes, this information comes into us every day. For example, I know how many electricity meters are there and what is the consumption every day, whether it is agriculture, whether it is domestic, or whether it is industrial. Just an example. Now all these databases are again seeded with the Aadhaar, the common identifier. This is the only state, sir, which has seeded Aadhaar to almost all its databases. You take birth and death, you take vehicle registration, you take land, everywhere Aadhaar is linked or seeded. So that is our strength, sir. So every day we have updates from the villages, and this helps us in ensuring that the real man, last man out there gets the benefit, in a very transparent manner. So similarly, we have created the land hub, sir. This is across 28 million agricultural parcels. and other urban and rural properties. So this, what we have done is that around 96% of our land records got seeded with Aadhaar in the initial stage. And now, as Sarah told us, we are giving Buddha to it, that is a common identifier for each parcel of land. So tomorrow, sir, a family is identified, an individual is identified, and his property is also identified.
So it's kind of like a modern type of land registration.
So tomorrow we can do this registration without going to any offices,
Right.
with the reference point. That is the
Ultimately, just like share market.
We can go for demat,
Demat also.
dematerialized.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Also for properties, sir, apartments, houses, industries, everything will have a unique ID.
And do you get many disputes? Yes.
No, 5% of the cases.
That anyway, sir, that we are, because of this data, we are able to sort out that problem also.
We sorted out.
All disputes, except court cases.
In fact, at one point of time, all this information was printed out and given to every family, sir, asking them to, tell us if there is any difference. It was a campaign, and 95% turned out to be correct. The remaining 5%, as Sarah told, is legal. So we also have a comprehensive financial management system. This is SAP based, sir. All income expenditure of government to the last penny is accounted for. This is the only state government, sir, which is having the comprehensive financial management system. You can see there, sir. The first screen there, sir, shows the what we get from the federal government and how much is the window of opportunity for us to get it, and how we stand with respect to other states. You can see, sir, AP stands first in terms of the drawal, and the comprehensive revenue and the expenditure sheets are there. So even the last penny which is spent is recorded through this system. And so this is very rare, sir, especially in India. We are the first government. In fact, even government of India doesn't have a system, sir. Only they have for some schemes called as PFM. But we have it for almost every rupee earned and spent from our government. So we have another important thing. We don't have any paper files. We operate only on e-office, and even CM sir signs digitally. He doesn't sign on paper, sir. So you can see there, sir, the time taken by ministers for clearing the files, and the time taken by the secretaries to clear the files. Now we are competing for hours, sir. Earlier we had delays of days, but now making this transparent, there is a competition that I should clear in no time. So these are the files which have been generated from 1st January. Sir. So you can see Chief Minister has cleared around 82 files in the last 7 days time. So this is the transparency, sir, and our honorable CM review this once in 15 days, and this keeps everyone on toes from top till the water. And similarly, sir, we have the e-cabinet. Our cabinet, sir, we just, sir, our ministers walk into the cabinet with an iPad, and everything gets downloaded there. And we don't carry bundles of paper. Perhaps even in Westminster, sir, they carry a lot of papers. We don't do that, sir.
Are you ever not number one?
And so coming to the biometric attendance, sir, every last person who is there associated with government, you take it as primary health center or a school, the teachers and the students, they give the attendance. Again, sir, riding on the strength of Aadhaar, their authentication takes place on the biometrics. So you can see the attendance of today across departments, across offices there. We drill down to the village, sir, in terms of certain offices are there up to village level. Next comes the AP cloud, sir. We actually work on all this entire data is on the cloud, sir. We have a Type 4 data center nearby our office here, sir. And we have the entire data getting into that particular data center, and we operate from there. So AP is
They are Microsoft, sir. They are working with us as a hybrid model for cloud management. So we are keeping all the data there. It is working very well. There is a Pi data center here. They are keeping all the data. Future is for data.
So the very first state governments actually go to a cloud infrastructure, which is not owned by the state.
And also, sir, now data center is the concept in a big way. Now we are given a policy, we are attracting some investment on that. Global data centers we want to establish here. Now, one or two persons are coming. Adani is coming in a big way for data center. Huge investment is bringing. We are working with them.
So our state also has a content corporation. All the content related to government and also people, we have brought in the common platform. So you can see the counts which are going up. So anything related to education, agriculture, health, we are classified. So we are the only state who has a content corporation and a CEO, full-time dedicated, which I works for.
So you use that in order to analyze the data so that you
No,
can make
not
more
only
changes?
that, sir, we build up the data.
Yeah.
Government content, even sometimes entertainment, education, agriculture, you name anything. Everything I want to prepare, even cooking. Everything contents are available. We'll develop, some data will outsource, some data will purchase content. Through content corporation, it is available for fiber grid or anybody on internet downloading. Any content. That is how I wanted to make it available knowledge. Every home.
Is there any other state in India that's doing this?
Not in India, sir, nowhere in the world.
No?
Content corporation nowhere in the world.
Interesting.
All content I am building now.
And we do crowdsourcing also.
It'll give you an
Lots of
enormous
people.
space of analytics, doesn't it?
Sir, yeah. But only the problem, sir, cloud management will outsource. Sometimes I am working, somebody is having entertainment. Through his website, I will have access. I will pay money. It is a gateway. Sometimes you are having education content. I will outsource it. Not only content, real time, anybody want, I will make it gateway. This is where we are working. Total knowledge I want to take every doorstep. Any knowledge for that matter, any entertainment.
Yeah.
Huge challenge, but huge opportunity.
Yeah.
So we also do crowdsourcing.
It's a really interesting idea.
Last
Yeah.
6 days there is a mass contact program which is going on across all villages. And we have asked the people to upload the content, sir. In fact, we are getting thousands of videos uploaded by the people on the condition of their villages, on how they respond to various situations. And that data is the most valuable data.
Yeah.
Sir, this is the architecture of e-Pragati, sir. I think, sir, you can.
So, Krana, you can explain briefly.
This is concept of one government, sir. The government consists of hundreds of department agencies. Traditionally, each has, a silo approach to developing IT systems. So what we said was that, okay, let them develop so many silos, but ultimately that's not the answer. We have to appear as one government to the citizen in an integrated manner. How do you fuse, how do you integrate, how do you synthesize the various streams of government? So this is the architecture designed for that, sir. So if you see in the middle there is a core which is common for the whole of government. Every department, every agency eventually use these common facilities which are in the core. Through that integration between, for instance, health and education. The students' health, for instance, needs to be checked out. At least two departments have to come together and exchange data. That becomes transparently via the core. Core acts as the fulcrum to which any department can exchange data with any other department. So instead of citizens going from pillar to post, the system does the movement, and at one single point you get all the services. That is the concept behind e-Pragati, sir. Which is the slogan is one citizen, one government.
Right.
That's the in essence, sir. Like he said, there is a tough challenge in doing this because departments and agencies have done their own bit in the last few years. Nobody would like to easily migrate to the new system. So we have a hybrid system where it is a greenfield, fresh development, straightaway it is done in this architecture, where it is already a legacy system which is functioning. We integrate, we take it as it is, make some improvements and integrate. so that the resistance is the least, and you get the best of both worlds. The knowledge and experience gained over the years, which is present in the legacy system, plus the benefit of the new technology and integration. Best of both worlds, we can make it done.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you.
Sir, we use around 1 million IoT devices. I mean, in terms of mobiles, tablets, and groundwater, we use sensors. Sir. We also use rainfall. We have the automatic weather stations, the temperature, measuring equipment, air quality, and the reservoir status sensors. So 1 million of them are there, sir. In fact, these sensors are giving us data like what you see there. Now those are, in fact, sir, you can see they are street lights. Now all the street lights, even in urban and rural areas, are getting connected to the through sensors. We know how many of them are on and how many of them are off. You can see the rainfall report, sir. As we are speaking to you, it is real time. The groundwater report, the reservoir water levels, discharge, and then, sir, we have a full-fledged, advanced weather forecasting center attached to real-time governance in association with the Indian Space Research Organization. So we are using different data models to come out with accurate models of forecasting, sir. In fact, we have forecasted recently 2 cyclones in a much better fashion than the national bodies. So as I am speaking to you, what is the weather situation, sir? The nowcasting situation is there, and you can also see how we monitored the cyclones. When the cyclone was monitored, sir, we could contact almost all the households in the path of the cyclone, and we alerted them on my various measures. In fact, sir, the number of mortalities was only single digit, and our neighboring state, which didn't have that, and which was hit after crossing our state, they had a double-digit mortality. So people took a lot of care, sir, and traffic was controlled, and information which was coming in right time saved us. And you can see, sir, for every natural calamity, we follow with a dashboard. That is the Fetai cyclone dashboard, and the other one is the Tikri cyclone dashboard, where all the damages and other aspects are also taken. So this center also acts in that.
Yes, sir, groundwater, real time we can monitor. We can plan for utilization. That is the beauty of that. Rainfall, real time I can monitor. And also flood management I can go through. And also, sir, temperature, real time temperature. And also all these things, so that I can have a temperature and air quality, wind direction, so that I can monitor pest control and so many air quality. Even my aggregate secretary will explain how we are monitoring on pest control.
Sir, actually, as far as agriculture is concerned, sir, we whether in that condition a pest is possible to hit a particular crop. So using that data, we are able to give to the farmers a week to a fortnight in advance that since the conditions are going to be like this, you may likely to have this kind of pest attack. So that advisories are given to all the farmers in that particular area so that they become alert. And then recently we had this fall army bombs which has come from the United States to Africa, and then it has come to India. And from Karnataka it has come to our state. And we were able to, ours is the only state which controlled that pest very effectively. Today, it basically attacked the maize and the corn crop, and it attacked almost 90% of the crop. But we were able to control it to the extent of almost 85 to 90%.
And where did you get the technology to do this?
So we already have the universities, agricultural universities, who have been studying all these pests, and we know when a particular pest attack will happen. Earlier, we never used to have this data elements. Now, since we have all the data elements, we are able to have a modeling which can predict a particular risk.
This Aware Institute, sir, we are having a modeling. Even we are working with so many research organizations. They are also helping us. If you see, sir, here in this, all our IoT devices, I can monitor and plan water planning, and I can monitor temperature and air quality, air direction. On the basis of that, I can go for predictive analytics of pest, seasonality, everything, previous data. That Aware will give all information for the department. We are cross-checking.
For example, all the rain-fed crops, we are able to predict where there is going to be a stress, water stress. So we are giving again a week in advance to the farmer, and we are also telling him where is the nearest water source, so that he can actually use a mortar to pump.
These are all very interesting experiments we are doing, A to Z solution.
So we also have surveillance cameras. This is another major set of IoT things. You can see the live. We
These
have
are all,
20,000 cameras.
20,000 cameras as on today, sir. We may have 50,000 in future, so that I can monitor.
So we run all the analytics on this, sir. I mean, we have started with the analytics. In fact, you can see the facial recognition cameras. We also use the red light violation detection cameras in automatic number plate
So
camera.
is the driving getting better or?
To some extent. To some extent.
We
Definitely.
want to go. We don't want to go immediately for fining, so that there will be reaction. If you see, sir, that road, elaborate that road, one camera. One
of the cameras again.
elaborate, focus, zoom it. If you see, sir, road, any garbage, you see that road,
Yeah.
garbage you can monitor, road, any potholes you can monitor, traffic you can monitor, you can track anything, and also greenery also you can monitor. You can detect if somebody is committing some crime,
Yeah.
you can detect, you can follow him,
Yeah.
and then till we catch him.
Interesting.
Zoom one camera, another camera like that.
Yeah.
You cannot escape.
Yeah. People must be getting very well behaved around here.
Yeah. If you do all these things, then
So we also have the virtual classroom, sir, where in fact digital classroom, where studio-based common lessons are taught, sir, to the kids in animation and other things.
Right.
So we find that the receptivity is improving.
two ways are here, virtual classrooms. There is a lab. Teacher is sitting in one laboratory. From there he will teach to the students, around 20 schools, best teacher. So that any questions he will answer, he will handle. That is one. Second, digital classrooms we are going. Even on virtual classrooms, we are having instrument to take feedback regularly. So this is the first of its kind, sir. We are having all 4,000 schools virtual classrooms.
So that means that they can watch high quality content
Yes.
and be educated
Yes.
differently.
Yeah,
You're not just
definitely.
relying on the teacher.
We'll have digital video content. We'll project on the basis that teacher can explain, local teacher can supplement.
And
Best
all these-
quality.
All these lessons are available for revision. It's all recorded anytime they can take back and.
And where do you get the content?
The
We are-
content is created, sir. I mean, for
One is
national
departmental
syllabus.
creation, sir. One is acquiring from outside. All content. There are so much of content is available, suitable to us, we are doing.
Yeah.
That sticker also sometimes. Any exam simultaneously after teaching, we will conduct objective type of questions. We will know what is the success rate.
We also have a drones
Yes, sir.
corporation. Sir. AP is the first state to have a drones corporation. And drones are becoming part and parcel of life. Sir. We are using it for mining, for land administration, for various experiments. In fact, in the recent times, sir, we have even used it for surveillance of, this ganja cultivation and other, where
Cannabis.
Yeah, cannabis. You can see there, sir. They cultivate it in a camouflage manner. So we use
So
send
that-
drones and then attack.
That area will send drone and then identify them, send.
So another technology using.
Even in drone, sir, we are using all municipalities. Every month we'll have a drone picture, so that we can monitor with analytics, cleanliness of drains, potholes, garbage, everything, greenery with analytics. That is, we are having around 250 drones only for municipal corporation. They are using all these things for each municipality.
That is a Polavaram project, sir, which is coming on. And sir, we also use this for our new capital construction. Every 15 days a drone is run and we could easily identify the progress.
Even green cover, sir, we can evaluate, we can go for analytics with green cover.
So these are the live images of the construction that is happening in the capital area, which is coming in through our cameras. And we have another technology, sir, locked house monitoring system. Which is actually being, it's a voluntary service, where whenever people are going out from their house for a long time, they will request the police and they give this along with connectivity. So we keep this camera. So any burglary happening in between is caught. Around 6 guys have been caught, sir, and this is actually giving a preventive kind of a thing. It's completely voluntary on demand we give, sir. There's a real photograph or video recorded which was, these guys were caught. Okay.
It will have a control room in the nearest police station, so that they will monitor real time, and then anybody will enter, immediately they will send police without leaving the place, they will catch. So that is the system we have introduced.
So we also use a lot of media feedback, sir. Almost all the electronic print and the social media. As you know, the social media, every second something happens. The entire data comes here, sir, and alerts come here. We create various analytics and give to Honorable CM and also other secretaries of government. We use it as a platform to communicate also, sir. There is a complete set of people who are working on that, sir. So this is a core dashboard which our Honorable Chief Minister uses, and this dashboard gives the real-time information on almost all the departments, and whatever we have explained to you, it is on his fingertips.
Sir, either street lights or groundwater or rainfall, everything, sir, even pensions, even ration, everything. You can monitor from here, attendance, everything.
You're making the ministers nervous. Yep.
Yeah, very systematic work is going on. Then because of this, we are able to monitor.
So all these are again compared with the global and national benchmarking, sir, using the outcome monitoring system. Our planning secretary.
Planning, sir, Chepu Gupta, anything you want to?
This is a integrating platform, sir, where all the secretariat department of the government, 32 in number, and more than 100 heads of the departments. They are monitored on this, sir. Honorable CM told that he has a vision to be number one, sir. This has been integrated into various activities, and which are monitored through these things, sir. And we are benchmarking ourselves with the sustainable development goals and all other global benchmarks, whether it is on happiness, competitiveness, health or education. So we compare it and then we find out the gaps and then put the strategies in place to.
Right. Amazing.
So we have a centralized integrated grievance redressal system, sir. In fact, we have a capacity to make 3 million phone calls. While I am speaking these, you can see that these are live images from our call center, where 2,000 people work, sir. So we engage the citizen on a regular basis. Anybody call 1100, 1100, the calls will land up here. And the entire grievance system, sir, is integrated from all the sources. And it is linked to the last mile functioning. So who is supposed to take action on that within an SLA? And the report comes back. We again call back the citizen who complained. Are you happy? If he is happy, we close it, otherwise we will reopen. And then, sir, on any scheme, we get the satisfaction index. You can see this, sir. We have around 17 million issues raised over the last 4.5 years' time. And these have been addressed in a very systematic manner. And you can see that CM sir has given us a target of ensuring minimum 80% satisfaction across all schemes. So we call around 3 million calls in a day, sir. And across all the schemes, we have the data points. Any transaction happening in a scheme, we know that the transaction has happened. We call that citizen and ask, how have you been the transfer? Are you happy? If you are not happy, what is the reason? And the reason is again communicated back to the departments. So we have a pinpointed issue based and also the last mile functionary based solution there. Now this is being used in a big way for all the everyday.
Sir, from here I can contact my call center. You have seen earlier.
Call center.
Call center. All this real-time communication from here to there.
How did you create all the
Sir?
software for this?
Yes, sir. We used all available software, sir. In fact, these are all in silos. We brought all this together. Common unifier of a number was used. And then, sir, I called the call center. We just ask by name. Now, if you call, sir, we'll ask, Mr. Blair. We don't ask who is calling and other because we have the data there. Out of our big data that was explained earlier, sir. So, this is our industry monitoring, sir. In fact, we are standing first in the ease of doing business for the last 2 years.
Before going there, sir, you are aware. You can call them.
Yeah,
Aware. What they are doing, they can tell. Everything is on real time, sir. You can sit here and monitor everybody.
Yeah.
They will be in different office. This is the heart of all these operations.
You can tell what you are doing. Where?
You are from office. You are sitting here. Oh, okay. From your office, we are thinking you are there.
No, sir. This is here. We are not brought them online.
Okay.
So this is the industry's thing. In fact, we have a completely online system of a single window system of clearing all industry related things and also allotting of land, investment tracker and all. In fact, all these the efforts have resulted in ease of doing business for the last continuous 2 years. We are number one, and a lot of investment is going in. In fact, last year the largest foreign direct investment in India happened here through Kia Motors, and the entire system is changing up. It's a big boom that we are seeing, sir, and it's completely on our fingertips. With all these, sir, we are looking at a future where visible governance is there and invisible government is there, and it should be completely data driven based on real time actions and with people first as the motto, empowering the citizen and moving into one government, one citizen kind of a situation. That's also from my side.
Wow.
Then,
Amazing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's,
This day.
Can I say a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chief Minister, I just want to congratulate you and your
Thank
team
you, sir.
on
Thank you.
something absolutely extraordinary here. We came into positions of leadership around the same time, but you seem to have kept going. I stopped. And looking at that photograph earlier, I think you survived the aging process better than me, I have to say. But it's always rather embarrassing to see these old pictures of myself. But I think what is happening here is one of the most exciting things happening anywhere in the world. And I think you're leading a revolution in how to govern. I think it's an extraordinary undertaking. And it's in a state the size, frankly, of a reasonably large European country. So I think there are lessons from Andhra Pradesh for the globe, actually. And it's an amazing thing that you're doing here. So I just want to give you my thanks and my congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah. I need your cooperation, sir, in policy decisions, which policy we have to take, all these things. We are very much these are Lepakshi Nandi, sir.
Thank you. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Heavy.
Heavy, sir. Sir, this is organic coffee.
Ah, fantastic.
Tribal area.
And the book? Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much.